This is just another podcast with Kevin, Marlo, Albert, Edgar, and Chris.
Okay. Hey, welcome back to Just Another Podcast. You are with me, Chris Marlowe, and once again, our special guest, friend of the show, Mr. James Ballesteros. James, man, how are you
Hi,
doing?
James.
Hey,
Hey, James.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You were
Thank
only
you.
gone for what? I don't remember what episode.
Two or three in between.
Two or three.
Two or three in between. Yeah, but how are all of you? How are you guys doing? You guys, none of you were here last week. How's it going?
I'm good.
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 No real complaints.
We're all
No real complaints. Any
No
fake
real
ones?
a fake complaint.
James has a complaint.
I don't know what
First
a
of
fake
all-
complaint is.
Okay.
What's
Is that
a
a
fake complaint?
PS5 behind you?
I'm sorry? No, it's my
That behind-
fan.
Oh shit.
Wait, what is that?
It's my fan.
I thought it was
Oh,
a PS5. I
yeah.
was like, holy shit, PS5s are fucking huge. But
It is huge. I have one. It is.
Oh, you do have one. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
have
like
one.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no games, but yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and assume you're a PlayStation over Xbox guy.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
that's okay. That's
Okay.
fine. There's
fine.
cross-platform now, so it's okay.
Yeah.
We forgive you.
See, it's
Uh,
like with you guys though. All you guys have Xbox, so you guys all have X. So all my other friends have PlayStation. So that's how it happened.
Okay.
like I was a
okay.
360 guy first.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so I was just gonna say, so you've never had an Xbox, but you did.
Hmm.
I
Why did
remember
you switch over?
I remember adding you, James,
Yeah.
once.
Yeah. I had a
And
360.
like
The original
like
Sprints.
what happened? Did
And
you
I
get
got-
like
then I got banned.
yeah, that's what I like, but why though? Okay, let's not get into that.
I got
What the hell
we
happened?
can. I got banned. Because
Modded Xbox.
I had a modded Xbox. Yeah,
Oh, I see.
yeah. My buddy
Okay, now
was
you
like,
did.
"Hey, I didn't know that was a punishment." My buddy was like, "Hey, you want your Xbox modded? I'll just burn all these games for you." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then, like a couple weeks into enjoying this modded Xbox, I got banned, and I didn't understand why.
Oh
Damn.
damn. How did
Yeah.
they? I don't understand. How did they know you had a modded Xbox though?
I have no idea. The thing is, too, I got banned. I was playing games like actual games. I wasn't even like
Okay.
I wasn't
yeah,
even playing like a bird game that got me
right.
banned. So
Oh, I see what you're saying.
so I don't even
Yeah.
know how they caught me.
Were you
So-
playing online? Were you playing online?
Well, I keep it like connected to the internet, right? So
Right. Okay. So it was just your gamer tag that was banned then.
yeah,
So you can just make another gamer tag.
I could, but I don't have an Xbox.
Oh, okay. We'll get you, James. We'll get you an Xbox. Don't worry.
Oh.
Man, like so. I mean, I don't think I've ever played online with you before. No,
No.
clearly not. We can play cross-platform, anything really, right? But and you
he
stream.
doesn't
on
want he doesn't want to play Warzone.
Oh, you're not a
doesn't
Warzone
wanna-
guy.
I played Apex with James.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah?
it wasn't a good showing anytime you played with me.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
I was like, I was trying to witness greatness, but greatness never happened.
Oh,
It
I'll
was
play
funny too,
Apex
'cause,
with
like,
you. I like.
the next day, like if you weren't playing with us, Chris, me and John would win and be like, "Why isn't Christopher here for this one?" Yeah, man.
That's funny, but yeah, I'll play Apex with you. I haven't played in forever, but I'll give it a shot.
It's not.
Are
the
you guys
same.
good?
It's not the same.
No, it's not
Uh,
the same.
Are we good? I'm okay. I'm
You're
okay.
okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm not good. I can't carry you to a win.
I don't care.
I
just-
just want to play. I just want to play.
Yeah, very
From
much.
what I hear, isn't Marlo like amazing at Warzone?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh,
You've never,
yeah,
you've
man.
never played with Marlo. That
I need to
witness
see
never played
clips,
with
man.
Marlo.
You know,
Well, you don't want to see the
Oh,
clips. You don't want
man.
to see the clips.
I need to see clips.
Yeah, I feel like I wish I had more clips of Marlo. No, Marlo's good. Marlo's legit.
Nah.
Car
Marlo
98.
and
That's all he needs. A car 98.
Marlo and two of our other friends, Sunil and Anil. That three. That's the three you want to play
Yeah,
with.
Arnold's a beast.
Oh,
That
man.
guy's crazy.
Anil's a beast. Yeah, Anil's a
Yeah.
beast too. All three of you guys are good.
That's
But,
that's A squad, James. That's A squad.
That's A squad.
Yeah,
How many players in a Warzone squad?
4.
4.
Max is 4. Yeah.
So,
So
whoever's with them is just they're
He's gonna get the win.
yeah, you're just gonna get the win,
Yeah.
like automatic win.
Yeah, so those three are A squad, and the rest of us. Usually, it's me, Chris,
Oh, man.
Edgar, and Albert. We're B squad.
Yeah.
And
No way. No way. It's because
Sometimes
we
you're-
play. It's because we're like our playing time on that thing is like crazy. we have a lot of playing time on it. So
I have a lot too, but
I have a lot, man.
I'm not even.
I'm never gonna jump to A squad ever, man. Like I'm still trying to reach the pinnacle of B squad, but I'm still like at the lower end.
Yeah, if you ever get to play with A squad, it's a privilege. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a privilege.
oh
But,
man,
don't fall.
It's a fun
Don't fall
game.
behind.
you
It's a
guys are
fun
making me blush, man. Making me blush. Yeah. Not on the pod. Not on the pod. Please.
Not on the pod.
Do they rage? Does A squad rage if you get killed or
No.
No, they're really
No?
nice about it, but
Yeah.
you feel you as a player feel bad when you fuck up on their team. Like, like when you should have, when there's a time you should have gotten a kill, you're like, oh shit, I fucked up, and then like
Holy.
they're nice, they're awesome, like they're great, but like you feel bad yourself. Trust me, I've been there many times.
I hate being the last one alive on A squad because it's too much pressure because they're all watching me.
So
do
Chris, you
shit.
got
Oh,
this.
that's
Chris, you
easy.
got this.
When you're last one on A squad, you just be like, yeah, we can just start over. It's all good. You can just quit.
Oh, it's like the
I
last
mean-
circle. Oh, yeah.
can
Yeah.
you respawn? Is there like a respawn? Like
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, there is.
but you still have to
Yeah.
get money to buy yourself back, or there's a certain time like limit where you can't buy anyone back anymore.
okay.
Mhm.
Because I was gonna say,
Yes.
like, like in Apex, when someone dies, you just pick up their bot. Is it the same thing in
No, you have to
No?
buy them back.
You have to
You
buy
can
them
just buy
back,
them back.
or there's something called the gulag where you can fight your way.
Yeah.
Back to
I've
life,
done
yeah.
I've done
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Wait, you've never played Warzone?
I played,
Okay,
but I was never very good.
you don't have.
You know where I
Who do you
was
think you're
good?
talking to here?
You know where I was
Like,
good? I
I'm
was
not
good in
good.
the gulag. Like,
Oh, there you
You're
go.
good in the
Oh,
gulag.
There you
That's
go.
all
I was
you
in the
need.
gulag.
I'm not
that's-
good in
With the
gulag.
one-on-ones. The
Yeah,
one-on-ones.
it was
That's-
fine. Like that was fine. And then as soon as I'm back in like the actual map, I'm screwed. I'm
fine.
always like,
Games,
why did
man.
I
You gotta-
win?
You gotta give it more of a chance, man. Like you gotta play with A squad. Oh, you gotta play with A squad.
They will
That's it.
carry
gotta
you
play-
to the win. They will
Yeah,
carry
play
you
with
to the win.
play a couple games with A squad, and then I think you'll get
We'll
into
teach
it.
you a couple things. I was kidding. No,
Exactly.
no, we won't.
Back
No,
to
we
basics.
won't.
Yeah.
So wait, like your
Um,
buddies don't
mhm.
play it either. Your
Um,
buddies don't play either.
Rui does. Rui's good.
Yeah.
John wants to, but he's more of a what's that other Battlefield? He's more of a Battlefield guy.
Oh, okay.
It's a good game too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefield's fun.
Yeah, he likes to sit and snipe. I mean, he's more than just a sit and snipe, but he prefers it just to sit and snipe.
Mhm.
So he's a camper.
Yeah.
You can call it what it is. It's
Yeah.
all good. You can,
Yeah.
you can call him a camper.
Yeah.
It's all
He
good.
excels at camping. He's not just a camper, but he excels at camping. Like
Okay.
if he has to, when you're attacking
Yeah.
instead of like protecting. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he's like captured a flag, right? He's better. He's good at that
Oh,
too.
okay.
But-
Camping, I feel like isn't like it. Sometimes it's a strategy too, though. I mean, I feel like campers get like a negative thing on them, but it's not fair. Like what are you gonna do when there's like a bunch of guys rushing a building? I mean, I guess you can go out and fight them, but camping doesn't always mean rooftop sniping, right? So
Yeah.
there's different
Mhm.
types of campers, I guess. But now I'm just overanalyzing. Anyways,
No, but it's true. Like if you think about it in terms of like real war, like some
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
sitting
Yeah.
up on these things
Yeah.
for days, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The opposite
Right.
country's not going. Look at the fucking camper up there.
They're just like, oh man, there's a sniper
Yeah.
up there. There's a sniper.
Yeah. Others would argue that person is smart, but I guess the ragers out there would argue otherwise.
Because it's a game. Because it's a game.
Yeah, exactly. Coincidentally, I'm also in the company of you guys are Layups Only podcast, obviously.
Oh,
So yeah, I use this time to plug that. If you guys are into basketball, be sure to follow these guys. I listened to your guys' last episode. Can I weigh in on one thing?
yeah,
thing.
sure. Sure.
So you guys were talking about would you rather have a ring or be in the Hall of Fame?
Ooh, okay.
Know that?
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, definitely Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Ooh,
Because-
yeah, okay.
I mean, a ring is great and everything. You can sell your ring. You can't sell your Hall of Fame status. You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? Like
Ooh,
being in the Hall of Fame is
okay,
something that
okay.
you
Yes, Kevin. Yes.
you earn in a
Yes.
certain way. Like having a ring is good
Mhm.
too, but I mean, like you guys said, like I don't know, there are players out there that have rings and they didn't do shit, and it's kind of like you kind of brush them aside, I guess, or whatever. But I was thinking about that. That's an excellent question. Would you rather have a
Mhm.
ring or Hall of Fame? But yeah, I don't know. That was just my thing on that. I thought that was, but yeah, no, you guys should listen to them. They're it's a really interesting episode. And also on that note, I'm not I'm not in any way the boss of this podcast. Someone said that. I can't remember who said that. What the fuck? No, like I'm not in charge of,
Big,
like
big boss man. Big boss man.
Big boss,
No,
Boss man
there's a-
Kevin.
boss
No,
man Kevin.
it's-
So I call you.
it's
So I call you. So I call you. Man.
Everything
team
runs
thing.
through him. Everything
runs-
runs through him.
No, that's false. That's fake news.
If
There's
you
5 of
start
us,
the
so.
podcast, if you're the host, you're
That's
the
the
boss.
thing,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not-
right. Yeah.
It wasn't always like that. If you think about it, if you really think about it, the person that starts the podcast and actually started the podcast is probably, if you want to name a person, it'd probably be Chris, because Chris started the domain name for it, got it up on YouTube and Spotify. So if you want to call anyone the boss, it'd
But
probably be Chris.
but like usually the boss like delegates it right to people, and then since you always say I'm the guy for like
That's
those
just-
accounts, you know.
that's just-
So I'm
that's
just listening
just-
to what the boss says, right?
That's just being a tyrant. I'm sorry. I apologize, but yeah, no, anyways, go if you're listening to us, be sure to follow Layups Only Podcast. They're a great listen. Or if you like basketball, for sure listen to them. So that's a fun time.
Marlo's only piece of social media too. So
Yeah, yeah, give Marlo a follow.
Since James is here,
Mhm.
did you guys hear Marvel is suing to keep the rights to the Avengers characters?
I saw that earlier.
No, I
So
didn't hear that at all.
we
What
might
happened?
not have Spider-Man and stuff in 2023.
Why?
Oh, really?
So what had happened was was it the family of Steve Ditko? So
Yeah.
one of the co-creators, his family is suing or trying to claim the rights to
Back.
the Marvel characters back from Disney.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
Why are they
This-
upset? Like, why are they doing that? They just don't like the way they're handling it, or
they
I
just
think
want to. I think it's a money thing.
money. I think it's
It's a
just
money
money. It
thing,
comes
yeah,
with
it's
the
a
money.
money
yeah.
Okay.
It usually is, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, well, that sucks. So if they take it back, that means nothing else is going to be made, like, because they can't, right? Like
I think it's just like the licensing issue or whatever, like to use the character in whatever. But I
Mhm.
also read somewhere else that's only in US. So like
How
in
do
other
you-
parts of I don't know. Well, I guess that's the deal. Apparently they can license it in like other parts of the world still. So
okay.
maybe just US won't get Spider-Man or something like that. I read it. Like there's a long article about it.
You mentioned Spider-Man all the time. Is it just Spider-Man, or is it everyone else too?
I think because Ditko is like one of the main co-creators, right?
Of Spider-Man, or like the entire thing?
I
Of
like
like
certain
characters. So
characters,
like
yeah.
Spider-Man, Doctor Strange was another one I read.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
so
only
certain
certain
characters.
characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certain
Same.
characters
Oh.
that already
Okay.
exist within Disney's
Gotcha.
MCU. So yeah, Doctor Strange,
Oh.
Spidey were the big names. I think they lose out Black Widow is
Oh,
another
no,
one.
ScarJo.
Well, she has issues too, though.
Yeah, she
Oh.
has, she has her own
That
issues
whole
going on.
theater
Yeah.
thing.
I still like
whatever it
ScarJo.
was.
I haven't watched Black Widow yet, but I plan to. Well, that's too bad. That's unfortunate. Hopefully they work things out, because for the sake of the Marvel universe, right? I mean, we're all fans here, so
Yeah.
fingers crossed.
Like in a few years, we might like do another tier list again and see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Black Widow, was that the third phase?
No, that's phase 4.
That's phase 4?
I thought there were only
Even
three
though-
phases.
Even though,
Weird.
What do you
that's
mean?
the start. That's the start of phase 4.
I thought
Widow.
Shang-Chi was the start of phase 4.
Technically, Black Widow is.
Oh.
Yeah.
So technically I didn't watch the first movie. I have to watch Black Widow first then.
Yeah. Technically.
Technically.
Well, but then like because Black Widow takes place in the past, so
Mhm.
That's
you know,
so confusing.
in between
Yeah.
Infinity War, before Infinity War.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's between, is it Civil War?
it's
Civil
right
War
after
and-
Civil War.
right after Civil
Yeah.
War.
Wait,
Yeah,
she can't be part of the new one. She's dead.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Spoiler alert
fa-
for
the-
people. I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry.
No, but like yeah, phase
Sorry.
4 as in the slate of movies, but not like
Oh,
the
gotcha.
collect, not the collective story.
Timeline. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
It's
fair enough.
confusing. It's-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Did you guys all watch Shang-Chi? Sorry if I'm
No,
saying that wrong
I
again.
haven't.
You
You
haven't?
said it right,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you did, Chris.
Marlon, did you watch it?
Yeah, I
I
watched it.
know. Yeah. Good movie. We won't spoil it for you, Chris, but go watch it.
Okay.
And then
Wait,
maybe
Chris,
we
you
can
haven't seen it?
No.
Whoa. I watched the Marvel movie before Chris did. That's crazy.
Yes. Yes.
I'm kind of proud of myself, not gonna lie. I'm gonna milk this. Go watch it, Chris. So maybe we
Okay.
can discuss it on another podcast. Look at that.
Okay.
Another idea.
You know how many people, our 3 listeners will be mad if they didn't watch it, and then they're like, "You're spoiling it. You're spoiling it."
3 listeners? You mean us 3?
Yeah.
3 listeners.
Hey man, other people are subscribed
Yeah.
to our IG, and then we
That's
don't know
true.
some of them.
Good point. Another thing we want to discuss today, I think we can all agree that all 4 of us are, I don't know what the word for it is, keen on the paranormal sort of thing, or like we enjoy reading / watching. I don't know about experiencing. I haven't experienced too many paranormal things, but
Announce our club, Kevin. Announce our club.
Announce our club? What club?
To scare your pants off.
Oh yeah, that's
Scare
right.
your
Oh yes,
pants
that's
off.
right. True. Yes, we are part of a club. Scare your pants off. Wait, is that trademarked? Isn't that-
There's just words, right?
Yeah, those are
not-
just
they're just words.
innocent words put together in a sentence. Yeah.
It's just a chat title.
Yeah, but no, one thing we do have in common is we all sort of are interested, I guess we'll use the word, in the sort of paranormal things that happen. Funny story, we were all sitting in Chris's kitchen and we were talking about this kind of shit.
Oh man.
And then a sign, was it a sign?
Yeah.
It was,
A literal sign, like not a figurative sign, like an actual physical sign that Chris taped up on his wall using painter's tape, we learned after. Fell on the ground and scared the shit out of all of us. Like I was fucking scared. I don't know about you guys. Sorry, go ahead.
Mhm.
It was right after, right? James was talking about the egg in La Llorona. Was it right after that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, the sign falls out of the sky and smashes into the ground. And all I remember is thinking, someone better be fucking with me. Like this better be a fucking joke because it's not funny. And then I looked to Marlo, and Marlo has a straight face looking at it. I'm like, holy shit, this is probably real because Marlo was just fucking stone faced.
That was so scary. It was
You didn't
like
look. You
legit.
didn't look scared to me. You looked like
Like
you're just
what
like fucking. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. I'm pretty sure I screamed. I was like, what
Like-
the fuck?
I think the timing of it was what startled me, I think.
Yes,
I was like,
absolutely.
oh my god.
It's just like if I never said I just did that today, you guys would have been gone by now. Like you would just went, okay, let's call it.
Like
a night.
if that
We're going."
was Chris, if that was nailed to your wall, I'm
Yeah.
leaving. Like there's no way. Like if that sign was physically nailed to your wall and that fell for no reason, like sorry, I got work tomorrow. Like I'm gone. Like I remember I was sitting beside James and I was like James, are you fucking with me, James? Like did you do something?
Did you do something?
Yeah.
I was ready to
Did you
leave,
set this
man. I was ready.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm gone.
I think
don't-
yeah, James was like, yeah, I'm ready to go.
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm gone. I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
not playing.
Yeah, exactly. The funny thing is if we had left earlier and that happened while you're upstairs, Chris, like I would have felt bad for you because I would have been fucking scared shitless. Like I don't even know if that's an expression, but I would have. Like, what would you have done? You obviously would have gone downstairs. Would you ask
Yeah.
Isha to come with you? I
No.
No.
No, but I think like depending how early you guys left, I would like forgot about we were talking about scary shit,
Okay.
and then I'd be like, oh, what's that? Let me check. Go downstairs. So,
Damn.
But if
Just
that
depending.
sign fell, it wouldn't have like automatically reminded you of it though.
oh, like the scary shit.
Yeah.
No, because I just put it up right with tape, so it's not scary at all. But like, yeah, if I nailed it there and it fell down, I'm like, oh shit, what the hell?
And did you buy real tape this time?
I didn't put it up again.
You didn't put it back up?
No.
Oh, okay.
You
That was
should-
just like a temporary place, just people are coming over. I just want to show off the sign. That's it.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough. But anyways, I was a little tangent to what happened in Cruise's house. But today we want to talk about, I guess, just briefly or whatever. Elisa Lam. That was something that happened. Was it back in 2013? Was it? I remember.
2013. Yes.
Yeah, I remember when the story broke out. There was a documentary that I watched on YouTube, link provided by Marlo. And I guess there's also a documentary on Netflix on it. I watched the first episode. Did you guys watch the full documentary? Any of you guys watch the?
I did last summer. I think I did.
Oh, so you watched it already?
Mhm.
What'd you think about it? Like all 4 episodes? I didn't realize it was 4 episodes long.
It was intriguing, and then at the end, when you kind of figure out what happens, it kind of disappointed. But I mean, I don't know. I wanted it to be scary. You know, I wanted.
Wait,
to be
hold on.
scary.
I didn't watch all 4 episodes. So what
Oh,
they
shoot.
they no, it's okay. But they like no, it's cool. That's what we're talking about. But like they debunked it. Is that why?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I'm okay listening to how it's debunked. Like the story itself is interesting to begin with. So I guess let's start with you. Like, can you recap for those listening who might not know about it? Can you do a high level overview of what it's about? I guess.
With me?
Yeah, you.
Oh. Elisa Lam. She was a Vancouveran. Decided to see the world. Goes off to California and stays at this shoddy hotel in I guess a ghetto-ish area of LA called the Cecil Hotel. And she goes missing, I believe, a few days into her stay. They find her body in a water tank. After a few hotel guests say that like the water kind of looks yellow browny. It's kind of has a funky smell, and then it goes on from there. Is that Marlo's looking at me? Is that not it, or
No. I was just trying to like put myself in the guest's shoes.
Oh.
I guess. Because like, ooh,
wasn't there
I don't
like
know
a
what I
count
would
they
do.
said the water tastes funny? So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, they
Yeah,
drank
tasted
her
funny.
her
her
one
dead
of the,
body.
yeah, because like her
pretty
body
gross.
was in there for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
They discover the body because the maintenance man, you know, he's got to check what's up with the water tanks, and they found her body in there. And then they review some of the hotel footage, and one of the things where people think she's kind of going possessed or haunted or whatever. Did you ever see the video?
Yeah, I saw.
You
Yeah.
saw it? Oh yeah, where she's kind of twitchy, like somebody's following her, and she keeps pushing a button and it's not closing, and that's the last time anybody sees her.
Yeah, that video was just very
It's creepy.
strange.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Like
Just-
she's talking to someone, but there's no one
Yeah.
there.
But like the fact too that the elevator doors weren't closing.
Yeah.
Like that didn't really make sense either. Because it usually closes after like
A few
while.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I will
Yeah, I don't
preface
know.
though that they did say that she was diagnosed with bipolar,
Yeah.
mhm,
right? So
Exactly.
I will also throw that in because I think that's important.
mhm.
But yeah, in the Netflix doc, they eventually like debunk all of that. But I don't know. I don't know what to believe, because as good as they do debunk it, I still think maybe something happened. Maybe she was, you know.
Is it technically
Ghost.
still an unsolved
No, it's a
kind of thing?
No, it's closed.
It is closed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
How did they debunk like the elevator? Like what was their explanation?
Okay. Well, according to the manager or whatever, right? Or just her in general, that she hasn't been taking her medication.
Mhm.
So, you know, it's led to her psychotic episodes, which why she was kind of manic in the elevator. And the
Mhm.
reason the elevator wasn't closing is because if you look at the panel, she wasn't pressing close. She was pushing the button that she was already on. So that's why the
Oh,
wasn't-
that's why it
Oh,
wasn't
how they-
closing.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Huh.
that's how they think that.
hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
weird.
say it again. She was. Sorry, Marla, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, you said
No,
that she
no.
was.
In
You go
the
ahead.
video, she's trying to close the elevator door, right? but she doesn't realize she's pushing the button of the floor that she's already on, so it's keeping the door open.
But she pushed a lot of buttons.
I can't remember how but that was like one of the theories that like why it didn't close.
Because she pushed like a lot of floors before, and then I don't know.
Yeah, like that was I was gonna say that for that entire thing, like the entire story, obviously it's very tragic and very sad. The thing that got me like was that elevator footage, like the entire clip or whatever. I remember watching it back then too, and I thought it was really creepy. But watching it again now, like Marlo said, like it was the fact that the doors didn't close didn't make sense to me. They closed eventually, but they didn't close right away. Like if you walk into any elevator, if you were to push all the buttons, even if you pushed your own floor, right? Wouldn't the door still close? I mean, you're right that the doors wouldn't close if you only pushed your floor. But if you pushed multiple floors, eventually wouldn't that door close and move?
No, you're right. What if she pushed? Did she push her floor last? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know.
Because if she pushed it last, it would keep that door open.
If she pushed it last.
Try it at your guys' places. Try it at your place.
Kevin should. He has more floors.
Oh.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched that video shortly before we started recording this podcast. The whole time I was watching that video and I was watching that elevator scene, I was like, how in the hell am I supposed to go into my elevator now? I need to go into work tomorrow. I was like fucking scared. But one of the things
It's funny.
that I was
sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
I didn't really have much to add.
Well, I remember watching a video from before too, and I guess it was explaining, I guess, different games that you can do that deal with like the paranormal.
Oh, okay.
And apparently there's one called like the elevator game. And did you guys hear about this?
No.
Yes,
okay.
because it was in the YouTube video.
Oh, was it?
But anyways, yeah, go ahead. Yep.
Okay, yeah. Well, what is it again? It's basically like you press a series of like different floors, and I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently you're supposed to do this like ritual, or not ritual, but like it's a weird process, and apparently you're supposed to end up in a floor that leads to like the next like a different dimension or something.
Oh my god!
Is that what that is, right, Kevin?
Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys didn't watch that YouTube link that Marlo posted, that was one of the theories. I think they said, and don't quote me on this, but I think it's like a Korean game. And people were saying that's, I don't know. I guess they're saying that might have been what happened. But like it's like Marlo said, it's an elevator game. And what you do is, and you have to do it alone. But what you do is you go to a series of floors in a specific order, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, and I don't want to screw this up, but I think what happens is, if you watch that video, I think they say that you end up on the 5th floor, and then something happens after that. Like Marlo said, you end up like in in another dimension or something. And there's another, man, I hate telling the story because I have to go into an elevator, but like, I think like on the 5th floor or something, like a lady, a lady or something walks into your elevator, and if you
what it is, yeah,
and if you interact with them,
mm-hmm.
then that's the last time you're part of that world or something. I'm paraphrasing, please don't quote me on this, but you guys have to watch that part of the YouTube video because that's what they say. And then they think and they think that's might have been what happened. What's interesting is because yeah.
Oh wait, it says. Oh, I'm just sorry. I was Googling it right now. Oh, that's but okay. Continue.
Yeah. What's interesting is when Marlo says that, and I was thinking about that too. And then we're talking about, I'm talking about the YouTube video, right? And then when I watched a bit of the documentary that James finished. So I watched the documentary after, and you know how they said in that Korean or in that elevator game is you end up on the 5th floor or whatever. There's, if the Netflix documentary is accurate, her room was on the 5th floor.
Ooh.
But again,
Good podcast,
That-
guys.
but again, like that could just be a coincidence as well, right? Like that. I mean, when you
Mhm.
film those documentaries, you don't know how accurate they are. You don't know if she was actually on the 5th floor. But if you but I was paying attention to that, and that's something that caught my attention too. So, yeah, I mean that's a theory that they were going on, which is interesting. One theory that I wanted to bring up in this one was a little out there is I think in that YouTube video as well. I don't know if this was recapped, but they also mentioned something about like a cult, something about tuberculosis or something like that. Did you guys read up on that? Did you guys hear about that one at all?
Mm.
No?
No.
Okay. This one, okay, I again like don't quote me on this, but so one of the conspiracy theories, or I guess they had, is there was a cult or something like that. And this one is way out there. Like it seems very out there for me anyways. But they said it was a cult trying to weaponize a biological weapon or something like that. And and like the outcome was like trying to disperse TB or something like that. And when I was watching it, I was like, okay, like this is like almost impossible. Like this is not even plausible. But what caught my attention was they said that the strain, it's either the strain or the cure for it or whatever. The name of it was Lam Elisa.
What?
So come
What?
on. Her name being part of like that's and when they mentioned in the video, this was apparently this was debunked. So they're not even considering this like a possibility anymore.
Mhm.
But they said that this was like a coincidence, and they brushed it off like it was just a coincidence. But I'm like, are you serious? Like, how can the name be that similar to the person that's involved in it?
I was gonna say they touched that on in the Netflix doc too.
Oh, did they?
They
Okay.
they
Oh.
exactly what you just said too. They just touch it and then continue
like,
on
okay.
with the
Conspiracy theory right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
That's a conspiracy theory right there.
That's like saying, oh yeah, there was a, I don't know, I don't know. It's like, oh, there was a bomb and the bomb's name was Lavina Kevin, but he wasn't involved. Like, excuse me, like his name is in the bomb and he's not involved. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
But that was my reaction to it. But you said, James, they actually touched on that. Did they say anything
But
else?
the
about
same
that,
thing,
or-
they just brush it off. Like the investigators were like, it's just another conspiracy theory, blah blah blah. That it's not something they even deep dive in.
like,
So
how
it's
can
clearly
you-
that. I'm just kidding.
Is
Yeah.
it though?
How can
Is
you-
it?
We don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, right. Like, how can the name be that similar? Like, how can that not be connected? I don't know. Anyways, in my mind, that was just something that was just mind-boggling.
In the documentary, did the hotel have 10 floors?
15.
Oh, well, it says the game must be played by one person in a building with 10 floors. And the rules tell the player to move up and down to different floors before they are said to encounter a woman on the fifth
Fifth floor.
floor who you should not interact with at all costs. And then, according to the guidelines, if the elevator then descends to the first floor, the player must exit immediately. If it goes up, the player has apparently been admitted to another world. And then it says, people have been warned not to try playing this game as it is dangerous.
Right.
Because it's in an elevator.
I don't know. I don't know.
I can
The
promise you,
elevator
I've
could break.
never. Yeah,
I don't know.
I can promise you, I'd never try to play that game ever.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
Hmm.
If my elevator ever stops on the fifth floor and a girl gets in,
You're not gonna talk
I
to
don't
her at all.
care. I don't
How
care
hot?
how-
How
I
hot?
don't care how cute or hot she is. Sorry, like I can't talk to you.
Even
I'm
What if
not
she's the
a-
one? No, I just said, what if she's the one?
Oh.
No, what'd you say, James?
I said, what if it's Kristen Crook?
Oh.
Well,
Aw.
what if she talks to me first? No, but still, I mean, like interacting with her
You
of any
interact-
kind. That could
yeah, you're
be that could
interacting.
she could be
Oh,
baiting me,
man.
right? I'm sorry. I'd
No.
be like, sorry, I'm too scared. But yeah, no, that's an interesting one. Sorry, but you said that, James, you said that they debunked the entire thing. Like it's closed.
Yeah.
They know exactly what happened.
Yeah, they still chalk it up to suicide because of her manic
Bipolar?
episode.
Oh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because they say, according to her, the way she was acting, she may have believed that she was being chased by somebody, so that she made her way up to the rooftop and thought that, to escape, she'll hide in the water tank.
Mhm.
The major discrepancy though is when the cops found her when the cops came to the hotel, the caretaker said that the lid was closed, but when it went to court, the caretaker said that the lid was open. So it's like, wait, which one was it? And he said, I made a mistake. It was open. So that's where it's kind of like,
It's like, was it though?
yeah, because
Was it
the
open?
hotel,
Maybe he was paid to say it was.
I was
open.
gonna say that because the hotel was sued by the family, before like negligence or whatever.
Mhm.
But the caretaker obviously was a witness for the hotel. So
Right. I'm glad you
maybe.
brought up. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that part up because I was going to bring that up too. So they say that. Sorry, you said that they said the lid was closed and ultimately they agreed that it was open, or the other way around.
No, yeah, they said it was closed when they found her,
Mhm.
and then they said it was opened at the end.
So ultimately they agreed that it was open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, because that was going to be one thing I said. Because one argument they made in that YouTube video is that it was filled about halfway to a third of the way with water, right? So if you were to go in that tank, there's no way you can close that lid after, right? Because it's way up there. Unless you know how like if you open something halfway and you don't, and you kind of wiggle your way through and then it closes behind you, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it would be made way more plausible for them to flip it open and then just jump in and not worry about the lid. But yeah, okay. Well, if they say it was open, then I guess that kind of debunks that. Another thing that they mentioned though is that footage they released appears to have been tampered with too. Did you hear about that? Did they discuss that in
They
the
talk
in
about
the
that
net?
too, yeah.
They did.
Mhm.
So what did they say about that?
That who was it? Either the hotel flubbed up the footage before they sent it to the cops, or the news station messed it up before releasing it to the public, something like that.
But why would they have to edit it at all before releasing it to the public?
They didn't give a reason. They're like, they don't understand why somebody did it.
Right.
Ooh.
See, that
Conspiracy
to
theory.
me, yeah. Like, why would you? Like, that's instantly tampering with evidence, isn't it? You do
Yeah.
anything to that footage, that's evidence tampering. I'm not a cop or a lawyer or anything, but I mean that's pretty clear cut to me, right? So I don't know. I thought that was weird too, but that's a very interesting case of the paranormal. And they also said that did anyone watch that movie Dark Water?
Dark water.
No, yeah, everything about the movie was very similar to this case.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
never
really?
watched the movie.
I never seen it either.
Yeah, and apparently, I guess when that happened, because you can Google it.
Yep.
But apparently, when that happened, I think the fourth floor or something flooded with water, which is strange. So
there's two movies, 2002 and 2005.
the one with Jennifer Connelly, I think. But I assuming they're
Oh, was it based? Oh, it's based on a Japanese one. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
of course it was.
Of course it was.
You know those Japanese movies, right, Kevin?
Oh, man. Oh no.
It's not Japanese,
Oh, no.
isn't it a Thai movie?
Oh, it is Thai. You know what? Asian movie.
Okay. Asian movie. Gotcha.
Damn.
But yeah, they were making pretty like similarities to that. I'd never seen the movie, so I have no idea what the similarities are. But I think they also found a dead body in one of the water tanks, and some weird stuff started happening to the hotel.
Was this the movie where the girl, Oliver, at the end of the movie, her hair's like, spoilers, her hair's braided, and you don't know who braided her hair? Is that the one?
What?
I didn't watch the movie, so I have no idea.
It's like literally.
Continue.
No, that's all I had. That's all they said, but I didn't watch the movie, so I have no idea.
Oh, I'm right. Okay, I'm right. There you go.
You've seen this movie?
I think I've seen clips, and then I think I remember watching the ending, and I was creeped out by the ending.
But were the happenings very similar to what happened to
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's one story that was really interesting to me. And I mean, I don't know. I guess are we okay
Nice.
with the answers they provided with debunking it, or
You could exercise any sort of logic to anything.
Mhm.
Like Emily Rose, sorry. Like I don't mean to like, but this is what I think of too. Like in Emily Rose, like they tried to like apply logic to her possession, saying that she had a bunch of like she was a schizophrenic and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
So I'm just saying, like, you could apply any of that, to any super or paranormal thing. Do I think she was possessed? Yes and no. I mean, it doesn't help that she was bipolar, but
Mhm.
the thing she was doing with her hand in the video, you don't do that,
Yeah.
man.
That
You
was,
don't.
that was very strange.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't do that when you're bipolar. That's ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That video honestly creeped me out. Like even watching it
Mhm.
again today kind of creeped me out.
It's like, it
Mhm.
just doesn't make sense. Well, I mean, like I'm not an expert on like bipolar, but
Mhm.
yeah, like is that like a what could happen if you're bipolar? If you're not on your medication and all that, like you just act.
I just thought bipolar was like extreme mood swings. I mean, I can be wrong.
That's what
For
I
people
thought too.
listening, I'm not, but I thought that's what bipolar was: extreme mood swings.
Yeah, that's basically most of it. But like, yeah, like you can't explain what we've seen in the video as chalking it up to bipolar.
Like
Like,
her herky jerky movements.
yeah, like and
Mhm.
just what she was doing. Like, you would have to like, I don't know. That's when people can't explain stuff.
Mhm.
They blame it on something else, right?
That's true.
Right.
Mhm.
And I was gonna say one theory I had for the elevator not closing or moving is whatever, because like when she was, when she stepped out of the elevator, or
Mhm.
whatever, right? And then she started moving her hands or whatever. I thought that maybe because when you throw in your hand to close the elevator door because you don't want it to
Mhm.
move or whatever. I
Mhm.
thought that maybe it's kind of distorted because you don't know, it's not clear. But I thought that maybe her arm was in the vicinity of like a
Oh,
sensor
like
to
she was like doing
Mm.
this and
right.
like
But
this,
what?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. But what that doesn't explain is when she got into the elevator. You remember when she like went to the corner? Like she went into the elevator, she bent down and she pushed a bunch of buttons, right?
Mhm.
And then she stepped into the corner calmly. This is when like everything seems okay, right?
Mhm.
The elevator door still didn't close, and then she moved into the corner,
And it still didn't close.
and it still didn't close. So I'm
Mhm.
like, to me, I'm like, why isn't this elevator door closing? I don't know. And James, you said it was debunked, so I mean, I'm not going to refute what they say. They obviously know what they're talking about, but to me, it was just really weird.
Then like no one reenacted that, right? No one tried to reenact it.
No.
Like I
I
would
wish they
believe
did.
them. Yeah,
I wish they
I would
did.
believe them if they tried to reenact it. But if they can't reenact it, then
Yeah,
No, but I do agree because like when she leaves, that door closes like right away.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
and then when she's like
Yeah,
out of
that
the,
doesn't make sense.
yeah, when she's out of the shot completely, the elevator, I feel like returns to, I don't know, normal, if that's a word for what's
because the
going on here.
entity isn't there anymore, Kevin. The entity isn't there. Basically, that's what you're trying to say. It's
It's
not.
just really creepy. And also, I almost forgot to mention in that YouTube video as well, they mentioned that she was seen with two individuals or something, and they gave her a box of some sort. Was
Oh,
that
yeah.
anywhere? Was that anywhere in the
What?
A
Netflix as well?
box.
Or
Like
Gave
she
her
was
a
seen with
box.
like a couple of guys. Yeah. Yeah, that was mentioned.
okay, what did they say about that?
Honestly, I watched it last year, man. During
Fair
the
enough,
little
sorry.
details don't the little details don't stick out.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. But basically, they debunked that too, or
I don't remember honestly. I should have done a
okay.
rewatch of that.
In the summary that I watched before hopping onto
Mhm.
here,
Mhm.
apparently she was also originally she stayed with a different like a person, like a roommate or whatever,
Oh,
like originally. And
okay.
I guess they were complaining that she had like odd behavior. She's behavior
Okay.
like her behavior was like not normal. And I guess that's why they requested to get like not be in the same room with her anymore.
Oh, interesting.
So maybe, well, I guess that ties in with the bipolar thing, but
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
I found that a little interesting too, I guess.
That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that she checked in. Like, did she check into the hotel with this person, or like?
That I don't know. I just know
No.
that they were staying. Was it like a hostel kind
Yeah,
of?
the hotel
Yeah.
was like a hostel. The weird thing is the hotel operates as two different hotels. So one is like a cheaper hotel that's more like a hostel, and then the other side is like the more fancier hotel. So yeah, she booked the one to stay in the hostel, and that's why she had two roommates.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there were two roommates then.
I think it was two, or one.
Oh, okay.
But she definitely was with somebody, and then her erratic behavior is why she got separated from those people.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's a interesting story that caught our attention. Chris, it looks like you're looking something up. Did
I
you
was
find
just
something
looking up.
interesting?
No, I was just, whatever you guys are saying is like pretty much what they were saying in the article too. But I was just looking at more about the Korean elevator game. But it's I don't know, man. It's freaking me out. But I'm also like, I want to know.
You're
if
fascinated.
I'm kind of fascinated by it. But
So I was on my cousin's stream, and I was talking to somebody there, and they told me to look up the Queen Mary Hotel in Long Beach.
okay,
Apparently, it's a haunted hotel as well. I read I read like a story or two where I got like goosebumps, and I was like, okay, I'm not.
Oh man,
I didn't want to read anymore.
Are you gonna relay this story?
I'm gonna relay one. I'm gonna relay one for sure.
You got to share it now. Okay.
Definitely look it up. Queen Mary Hotel in Long Beach. It's like a boat hotel.
Oh, okay.
It's like like the old school boats that they used to take to go across the Atlantic and stuff.
The Victorian,
Oh.
like the Victorian,
like a Victorian. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So one of the rooms in the hotel, a woman stayed, and she reported that every time she'd fall asleep, it felt like someone was pulling her sheets down.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, and like there were a point where like she would pull back, like straight out of a horror movie, like she pulled it,
back,
and then it pulled it all off.
Oh.
So like, yeah, so like I was like, oh, okay, I don't want to read this anymore.
Yeah. Wow.
I would never go,
man.
but
yeah.
Wait, where? Sorry, where is this hotel?
It's called the Queen Mary Hotel in Long Beach.
Long Beach. Okay, so nowhere near here.
Yeah, nowhere near.
Okay.
Ken's gonna make us do an adventure. He's gonna be at a
I
live
wouldn't.
podcast.
I
would-
was all a flight to California. Didn't tell us where.
Yeah.
First of all, if I could afford to book you all a flight to California, I'd go myself. First of all,
That's fair.
but yeah, that you bring up an interesting point. Like, okay, so the Fort Garry Hotel is a hotel that has been deemed as haunted, right?
Mhm.
Would any of you ever? People have done this, right? They've booked that hotel room, and does anyone know anyone that's done this?
Yeah. Did I say? Did I not say it on the podcast?
Maybe you have, but maybe
Or did I say it
yeah.
in
You said like
person?
nothing happened or something?
Yeah, nothing
Or-
happened.
yeah.
And then the only scary thing that happened was like, because there's a sensor for the closet, and then there's no one in the closet, but the sensor was on.
Oh, right.
Like,
You
and
did
then
mention that.
it turned
Right.
off. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the only thing they saw. They
Fair
were kind of
enough.
disappointed, but, but yeah. Oh, and they just heard people having sex in the other rooms. That's it. That's all.
I guess that can be kind of scary too, depending on who's doing it. Would you guys ever would you guys ever consider staying in that room? Okay, first let's make this a two-part question. Would you let's do this. Let's say us four. Okay.
Okay.
Us four.
I was gonna say who's going, but okay, here we go. Here we go.
Would you, if us four book, if I booked a room and I said, yo, what are you guys doing Friday night after recording the podcast? And you guys said nothing. Would you guys be down to chill, to stay in that room? Us four. There's four of us.
Yeah.
Four of us. Would you guys be down? Four of us.
Oh man.
I think for the experience. I think I would go. I would go for the experience.
Whoa.
James,
If it's us
Oh.
four, if there's 4 people.
I know at least one other person that would be down with us too.
Oh,
But
man, no, don't do this
okay,
to me.
like Chris,
I'm
Chris
just kidding.
James, Chris James, Chris James. Would you
Oh,
guys
man.
go?
If Rome lets me go for a night.
You have a baby. Fair enough.
Don't factor him. Don't factor him.
Okay. I will.
Yeah, let's say you're
Like,
but
if Rome wasn't a factor, I would go. Yeah, because it's us four.
Whoa. Okay, James.
Well, if majority went, then yeah. I'm not gonna be the one like
man.
9 going. No,
Nah, I want to go.
We're not doing it, right?
You don't have a surprise for us right now. Do you?
Yeah,
Right
it's like
now, I don't.
I booked the hotel.
Not right now. I don't. Okay, so
It's like,
fine,
what are you guys
okay.
doing tomorrow night? I'm like, oh shit, what?
Fuck, if I guess if 3 of you went, I guess I'd have to go. So okay, so let's say individually now. Would you ever stay in that room by yourself
By myself? No,
No.
no,
No.
for
no,
$1,000
No.
to $10,000?
no. Keep going.
So Chris has a price.
Chameleon.
I would do it for 10 grand. Oh my God.
You do it for
By-
10 grand?
by
By yourself?
I'll do it
By
for 10
yourself?
grand by myself.
From 7 p.m. till 7 a.m.
Can I bring my PlayStation? Like
Nope.
No.
No,
What? No way.
you can't even bring your phone.
I can't.
You
But
can't
how am I
even bring
gonna
your phone.
document it?
You document in your
well,
brain.
we'd have cameras set up, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would have cameras set up. 10 grand is your limit, James, Chris, 10 grand.
100 grand.
You do it for 100? Marlo, would you do it for 1,000?
Oh, Marl's gonna do it for
I don't-
1,000.
I don't know.
Marl's gonna do it.
Marlo, do it for the fun of it, man.
Yeah, like
He's like,
for
take
the
your money.
experience.
Take your money.
Oh,
I'll
you
do-
do
I'll
it.
do
You
the
do it for free. You do it for the experience by yourself.
If I'm not from right, I forgot you're by yourself.
Yeah,
This
you're
is
by
by
yourself,
yourself,
you're by
man.
yourself. Yeah,
This is
you're
by
by
your-
yourself.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's I guess there would be a price.
Because when you're by yourself and you're like in the dark, your mind wanders.
I'm gonna keep those lights on, man. Those
Yeah,
lights
right.
keep
Like, I
turning
feel like
off.
your senses are so much more heightened because
Yeah.
you're.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I
I
don't
don't know
think
if I would
there's.
ever do that by myself.
I don't
to
think
be
there's
honest.
any amount of money you could give me to do that by myself. I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's
Remember
no way.
Davis house though? We put you in the closet by yourself.
But that's different. Like, I know it's a game. And
Oh.
Okay, fine.
it's different, but like knowing that room is historically been haunted and having to stay in that room on your own, like you can experience. I'm not trying to scare you guys, but you can experience things in there that could. I mean, I wonder if anyone's been in there on their own.
I was
Someone
gonna say,
has
like,
to have.
what
probably-
exactly is the story behind?
I don't know.
Behind
I have
it.
no idea. I
I
just
think the rumor or something, because when my my coworkers did it, like someone was murdered or someone died in that room or something like that. Something like that.
okay.
But then
But like, what did they experience? Like,
Nothing.
people say it's haunted.
yeah,
and
they just say it's haunted and
what exactly
ghost stuff happens.
happens? Oh, okay.
Yeah. But then like I forget, like they were telling me you couldn't book that room or something. But then they had to like ask, like they had to like talk to the desk to say, oh no, I want this room.
You have to
specific."
request it.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, like, but they were asking like I guess the ghost room or whatever, and then
Oh.
the desk is like, we don't have a ghost room. So then I think
Oh,
they
you
have to
know
like
the room number.
they had the room number. They had to research what the
Oh.
actual number is. Like, we want this room number. And they're like, okay.
Oh,
I guess I
trained
okay.
to say that.
I guess they can't specifically say it's a haunted
Yeah.
or ghost room because they're
Right,
like, oh,
yeah.
they're like,
Mhm.
what? How come I can't rent this room? So they had to figure out what the actual room number was, and then
You ever think about how many? You bring up an interesting point. Do you ever think about how many times you may have inadvertently rented a room in a hotel or whatever that was
haunted.
haunted and you didn't know? You ever think about that?
No, not now,
No,
but next time.
no.
Next time now.
Well, yeah, next time I
Next
will.
time.
Forget-
Next time I will.
Oh man.
Forget hotel room. Like, what about like an apartment? Like, I don't know. Like, you could be in an apartment or something. Like, they don't advertise that when you rent the apartment. They don't obviously say, "Oh, someone died here." You don't know,
Well,
right? Oh, they
my
do have to.
No, well, my apartment, like it was brand new, so I know no one did die.
Okay, fair
Same
enough.
with you, James,
Yeah.
right? Same with
Yeah,
you.
mine's new too. I know my first house that I grew up in apparently was haunted.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
Oh yeah,
telling
yeah,
us
you said
this.
that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About
Did anything happen?
The first house apparently, the previous owner killed herself and she was pregnant, and my mom has the third eye, and she said that sometimes at night you could hear like crying in the basement because that's
Oh,
where
man.
Pardon me?
That's where
Yeah.
it happened.
yeah, that's where it happened. That's where she hung herself, in the
Ooh.
basement. And like
Oh.
my mom said that I seen it too, but I don't remember seeing any of it. But she's like, you did because you pointed at it when you were young. And I was like, I don't want to remember knowing I saw it. But yeah,
Ooh.
like I do remember one time though, we were in the living room. I was like 4, and there was a mouse in the house,
Mhm.
and my parents were trying to catch the mouse. And then I saw the shadow go right by my dad.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And I was 4. I thought it was like normal shadow. But my mom, like, as soon as she saw me, she like grabbed me. That's the thing. She's telling me that I saw it. And I was like, I don't know, I just saw a shadow.
Whoa.
Well,
Hold on. Sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
I just want to interject. Like when Rome was like 3 months, I don't know, whatever, when he was like months younger, and then we were still living at my in-laws and we're in the basement. Like I would always he would always be like staring and then laughing at like some like stuff, like be like he's not looking at you, he's looking behind you and stuff. And I was like joking with Isha, like, who do you think he's laughing with right now? Right? And I was like, but then I wouldn't be like, it's like a demon ghost. I would just like, it's my Lola playing with him, or her Lola. But still, like it makes me wonder, because like for like he would just laugh and like be staring, like not at us, like
That's
behind
right.
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
like he's
I've
playing.
had that same experience with Ollie too.
Yeah.
Like she would be sitting in her high chair and then she would just be looking in an empty space and just be like smiling and laughing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like I don't know what she's laughing at, but we'll
Just
chalk it up to be like
what kids just do that.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. So
But yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue with your ghostly over there, James.
That was that's what I remember my mom was saying, like. But according to like my tita too, was like if we had family over, which I don't know how much I believe this one, but if family was over and they were sitting on the couch, they would be like, move over, let us get in. And they're like, I can't, there's like something in the way. That's according to one of my titas.
You said this? That was
my
you?
my tita.
Something's in the way.
Like,
So
yeah,
you
I can't move over because
physically move. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because something's blocking me from.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what.
How long did you live? How long did you live in that house?
I moved when I was 7.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So like I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
In
Damn.
in the house that we used to do layups only, did anything happen
It's not
in
that
that
house. It's not that
No,
house.
no, I know, but did anything happen in that house?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, nothing I
Okay.
know of.
Okay.
I know my dog used to bark at random shit, but
That's dogs.
that's dogs,
That's
right?
dogs.
So Marlo had asked if my mom has told me of any other story or times. So there was this one time we were at Riverview. We went to visit my uncle, and so it was me and a bunch of my cousins and a bunch of like my uncle's relatives. We go to the elevator, and then both to how they're like left and right.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of my cousins and stuff, they go into the elevator to the left. Yeah, to the left. And one of my teachers was like, oh, come in, there's room. There was lots of room in the elevator. My mom's like, no, we'll wait for the next one. That one's full. And then my teacher's like, no, it's not. And I looked at my mom like, what you mean it's full? She's like, James, it's full. I'm like,
oh geez.
I'm like, all right, we'll get the next one. Fuck.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah. Mom
That's
was like, there's like 3 big guys behind them. And I'm like, you could have told me this after we left the hospital. I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh man.
Sorry, I was gonna
That's
ask you about
great.
that. So sorry, you mentioned that you mentioned your mom has a third eye. Or
Mhm.
you sorry, so I don't know what that means. I'm not trying to be ignorant, but what is sorry, what does that mean? That
Oh, she could see spirits or ghosts.
oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. And like this is something she's had all of her life, or is it something that developed
No, all her life.
and she to this day she still sees?
I don't think she sees them as much because you know how Filipinos we have
Mm-hmm.
soothsayers or
Mm-hmm.
healers. My
Yeah.
mom was talking to like an old family friend, and they're like, see this person, he could heal out you.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom went to see them, and like it's a lot less now than
Okay.
after she saw them, it's a lot less.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, a good happy memory one though is we went to visit my Lolo's grave,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom said that she saw him pet my dog.
Oh,
So,
Oh,
Okay.
that's
so
nice.
that's a nice one. It's
Yeah,
not all
that's a
like
nice one.
scary.
it's not all like
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 So is your mom ever like is she ever scared, or like is it something that she's used to and it's just like something that's
When they talk to her, she gets scared.
oh okay.
Like, because sometimes they're just like
Yeah.
there, right? But
Right.
she said
Mhm.
like there are times when where were we? I think we were at a funeral home, and she said that someone tried to talk to her, and like she like ran into into my dad and like was crying. And
Really?
yeah, because she's like, oh, there's somebody was trying to talk to me.
Oh
Oh
man.
Oh
man.
man.
Oof,
Wow.
that's crazy.
So like how does she know like cuz I'm assuming she sees them like everywhere. Like how does she know a spirit versus like a regular like person on the street sort of thing? Or does she just has an inkling or she just
You
kind
know,
of
the thing is,
knows?
I've never asked her that. Like, how do you know what's
Okay.
I've never because I don't want to know.
Yeah,
you're
fair
gonna, because
enough.
you might,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to accidentally ask, and then all of a sudden,
you're gonna see one.
the
You,
power gets passed on.
yeah. No, what I was
Fair
gonna
enough.
say, James. Like, what if, like, when your mom sees them, like, they just look like regular people too, and then there's just like
Mhm.
something distinctly, like in the Sixth Sense
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
stuff like that, like, because they just look like regular people to the kid too sometimes.
Mhm.
And then what if there was like something distinct, like they have a red, they're always wearing something red, and then what if your mom tells you like what she sees them, and then all of a sudden you're like, I seen this
I've
guy with the
seen this.
red, guy with this red, and I seen this guy with the red too. I wonder.
Yeah.
I'll ask, and I'll let you guys know.
You'll report back.
I'll
You'll
report
report
back.
back, and you're gonna be like, oh no,
I'll
you,
ask.
you
Okay.
unlocked
man.
something. You unlocked something there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's interesting.
I
Okay.
think your mom is the only person I've heard of that has that, I guess, ability.
Yeah.
Like
Are you sure?
I've
Not
heard
even in
stories.
your.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure none of my like any of my family members have those kinds of experiences, unless they don't tell me. But I mean,
You gotta
yeah,
ask.
that's the first time I think I've heard of someone having that ability, and that's pretty cool to me.
You gotta
I
ask. You gotta
mean,
ask your relatives back home.
maybe,
They'll have
yeah.
stories, right? Don't everyone's family back home have a story?
Someone usually.
Yeah, probably,
Usually
most
someone has
likely.
something, yeah. Yeah. No, that's interesting. I had no idea either. When was the most recent that you know of that she said she um saw? Or is that story you told the most recent or is it
The petting my dog one was the most
okay.
recent. That was like what 2011, 2012.
Okay.
So
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I moved out, right? So I don't ask anymore.
Fair.
It's like it's not
Fair.
like James says, "Hey, what
Mom,
did
you
you
Yeah.
see a
see? You
ghost
seen
lately?
this today? Did you experience anything?"
I will definitely ask her next time I see.
James,
I
do
mean,
you
sure.
want to go down that road? What if you don't know you unlocked it already, and then
I do. Just to report back to you guys.
okay, then
Yes.
here we go.
And you
James's
would
life
be
might
willing to and you'd be
yeah.
willing to stay in that Fort Gary hotel for $10,000?
Oh,
I would have
Before I
gone for
talk
at
to my
least $1
mom,
million.
before I talk, not after I talk to my mom.
Right. Yeah. Man.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's interesting. I had no idea.
Have you
But
guys
okay.
ever had any like ghostly encounters?
aside
Ghostly
from camp.
Right.
Did you hear that
Yeah.
episode, James?
No, I
The
didn't
one-
listen to that. Sorry. Oh, you guys already talked about this? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, we can
it's
recap
in,
it quickly. Like it's not.
yeah, it's
Marlo
not
probably can
a big
recall
deal.
it better than I can.
Yeah.
Well, it's basically in grade 9 camp, we collectively saw like a cloaked figure, just going back and forth near our teacher's vehicle that's parked in that's parked in front of the cabin that we were staying at, I guess. Like that's basically it.
Yeah, it was a creepy time.
It wasn't just one person that saw it. It was
Wait, was Kevin there too?
multiple.
I was there, but
Yeah,
I didn't
Kevin was
look
He
because
didn't look.
because I was scared. I was a very scared little boy, and I didn't look because I was fun. I still am. I'm not gonna lie. Today, I'm still very scared. But it was something that everyone saw, so it's almost like, how do you deny something that
Mhm.
every single person saw?
Yeah.
But
Can I share one more ghost story then?
yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
you
Oh,
can.
yeah, man.
Okay. It has nothing to do with like my mom, but it's like I was there, but I didn't see
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay. Do you know the cemetery by Polo, beside the A&W, like by on
Yes,
Portage,
yeah.
right
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was, I don't know, when you're 15, you're hanging out with like your brother's friend, my older brother's friends, and you want to see something scary or whatever, right? So I was 15, I'm scared, right? So I hung out with I was there with two other guys on Portage, and then my brother and his friend go into like the cemetery, right? They go, and we're looking at them. Fast forward like 5-10 minutes, they come back, and then we're like, "Oh, you guys see anything?" He's like, "No, somebody kicked us out, told us to leave," and we're like, "There was no one there." They're like, "Oh, a guy in like an army uniform came up to us and told us we can't be here. It's after hours," and we're like, "What? There's no army guy." He's like, "You guys were looking in our direction where he was."
Oh,
So we left, and then the three of us were like, no one was there, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna go now." That was like
Oh,
the
that's
closest
creepy.
experience I've ever had.
you sure your brother just wasn't messing with you? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say, like, how do you know
no,
your brother
'cause-
wasn't just messing with you?
because he was
My
dead
brother's not smart
serious.
enough to do that.
Yo, that's
Damn.
creepy.
That's
Like,
creepy, man.
Wow.
he actually came into contact with someone then. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, whoa,
Yeah,
that's
like
messed up.
he was explaining like what the guy wears and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, no one goes into that much detail
Yeah.
just to make it up. Like, he was
Yeah.
explaining.
Did he describe what his
Uniform?
Like- what his expression was? Like, was it just, "Hey, you guys can't come here," or was it like
He wasn't
Hey.
angry. If that's, it
he was
like
angry?
it wasn't angry.
Oh, wasn't angry.
It wasn't angry. It was
Mhm.
like, you guys can't be. You know how you imagine an army guy would
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
sternly
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
okay.
like,
You
that's
guys
how-
can't be here.
yeah, type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yo, that's creepy.
Like, was his uniform like?
It was green, according to him. It was green. Like, the way he described it is the way I want to describe it, but I don't know if you guys would understand it. Because it was just easy how he explained it. I used to be in Winnipeg Rifles.
Okay.
That's the cadets.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
was
Okay.
explaining. He was explaining it kind of looked like a cadet uniform, but with
okay.
like more things on his shoulder,
Or
Mhm.
stripes?
stripes.
Yeah.
So he
Oh,
was
okay.
explaining it like that, and so I'm like, oh, okay, it made sense to me what it looked like, and I didn't want to be there anymore.
Did he like? I guess your brother didn't like see his like name, like a name tag or anything, because usually they have it stitched
They
on
should
his
have a name.
uniform.
Yeah.
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 No, I didn't ask.
Didn't ask. Nope.
Nope,
Don't want to know.
nope.
Don't want to look it up. Don't want to see a picture. And there's that's the guy.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And it's
That's
like,
like
it's,
that's like, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah.
yeah, no kidding. And like the person is like, if like your brother caught his name and it was one of the names on the tombstone or something like that would be like,
Mhm.
Oh,
like, I mean,
man.
that's
Like-
where I was,
Yeah.
that's where I thought this story
Oh,
was heading. But
Oh,
like,
Chill.
that's me like expanding the story. This didn't happen. I'm just, yeah.
expanding the
Um,
story.
Yeah, that's but no, that's pretty creepy. Oh man, that's
Damn, man.
scary
Yeah.
stuff.
He was jealous I didn't see it, but at the same time, I'm glad I didn't.
Did he ever talk about it after? Like were you ever like, wait, sorry, older brother, or younger brother?
Older brother.
Older brother. Were you ever like, are you fucking with me, or is it like?
No, because like him and his buddy were very adamant that it was real. Like, no, they're like, no, we saw it. We saw him.
So there were
This
two of
guy,
them.
this-
Sorry, there was two of them that saw this.
So
Yeah.
confirmed. It was confirmed with
Yeah,
two
it's
people.
two guys.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That'd be creepy.
Yeah, no,
Damn.
that's scary.
Oof.
Well,
Ugh.
that's a good story to end on. Like, I mean, as much as I love scary stories, this stuff starts to creep me out. But no, that was but yeah, no, that's it's I thought that it was just your brother. But if it was your brother and someone else, okay, hold on. How close are these guys? Are they like the type that would fuck with people, or
At the time, I'm like, no, because they were very
No.
into like that the scary stuff, like how people like going to like the Jefferson Tree, Euclid House, and all that. These were those guys that like going into those things.
yeah, okay. Scary stuff. Okay, that is a good one to end on. Then. We'll go ahead and end on that one. And so yeah, no, that was two. I guess no, we talked about plenty of stories there, but yeah, thanks for listening to our scary scary analysis, I guess, on Elisa Lam and James's scary stories that I've never heard before. But James, thanks again for coming on. It's always a pleasure to
Anytime.
have you. Once again, please do follow Layups Only Podcast. They are a fun group that talk about basketball and everything, and it's a good time. If you don't already, follow us on Just Another Podcast on Instagram and also YouTube for those of you that are listening on Spotify. James, where can we find you?
Instagram, Twitter, Jamrich Ball, YouTube, Jimmy B TTP at 182 subs, yo.
Yo,
Oh,
look at
yeah.
that. That's awesome,
Nice.
man. Yeah. Go ahead and give him a follow. Thanks everyone for listening. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, be sure to message us or DM us on our Instagram at Just Another Podcast. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. See ya.
Hi guys.